Okay, I'm pretty sure we've all been in this situation, you know, when you're on vacation and you're having this great Negroni on a patio somewhere, you feel great and everyone around you is looking so fantastic. They're all wearing like really beautiful, easy breezy outfits and you think to yourself, oh, I need to fit in here, right? Like I'm on vacation, I want to get this vibe, and you go out and you shop and you buy these things that make you think you're gonna fit in where you are, and then you go home and you try them on and you just don't feel like yourself. I mean, look, there are harder things in life, but why is it difficult to not lose our sense of style and even sometimes our sense of selves when we're on vacation? Style is something so interesting in that it is what allows us both to feel like we belong, but also we want it to portray our own unique individuality and stand out. This is what I'm going to chat about today when you're on vacation, how to not make wasteful purchases, how to kind of maintain your own sense of style. And I'm going to do a part 2 to this video where I share some examples of outfits of sort of what I would wear in different cities with different vibes without shopping and without losing my own sense of style. The first thing that I would do, especially as I'm packing, is I decide based on the city and my destination if it's a place where I don't mind standing out, or do I want to try and like pare my style back a little bit? Do I want to maybe just be more like an observer and be quiet? I think this is also a reflection on how I'm feeling in general, my level of confidence at the time, whatever season I'm in or at in my life. It really depends. It depends if you want to be loud or if you want to be a little bit softer. How do you want to move through your destination? And I think this is something we often forget to do, but it can really be a good foundation on which to start and base your packing decisions, because you can eliminate a lot of your closet and really focus in on certain pieces in your closet that you know you'll be comfortable in, and it'll really help you kind of start that packing and be more considered when you're packing your bags. The next thing I do is to balance my 3 words, or just have a look at them in relation to the destination I'm going to. So my 3 words are classic, minimal, and undone. You know, it's totally normal if your 3 words do not resonate or overlap at all with where you're going. In fact, I feel like this would be the case for most of us. But it's not necessarily about finding that overlap. It's about doing 2 things. Rebalancing your 3 words so that you can make your clothes that you pack a lot more versatile and adjustable to the destination that you're going to. But it's also about just figuring out the vibe of the city that you're going through. So let's take myself, for example. Here in Croatia, I find a lot of the women wear very flirty, very romantic and delicate and soft outfits. So there's a lot of like feminine details like ruffles, a lot of figure flattering silhouettes and things like that. A lot of my items are very classic and minimal and neutral. So rather than going out and buying a bunch of like frilly feminine things, what I can do instead is lean a little bit harder on my classic pieces in my closet, because they're the ones that I can really restyle and make work for this more like soft romantic edge. For example, I'm leaning really hard these days on my silk slip skirt, which is pretty minimal and pretty classic, but it's got that nice soft movement. And I'm taking my classic pieces like my button-ups and my t-shirts, and I'm just styling them in a way like tying knots at the midriff so that you see a little bit more skin, so that there's more of like a figure consciousness happening in my look, unbuttoning the shirts a little bit lower, although let's be real, I do that all the time. So it's more about taking that romantic element and using my 3 words and my own personal style to just kind of guide how I apply that romance, for example, that I'm seeing a lot in Croatia, how I apply that to my own 3 words. This way I don't necessarily lose my personal style. I'm still using the pieces that I already have. I'm just tweaking them a bit so that they feel a bit more in line with my environment. When you're shopping on vacation, this is one of the easiest traps to fall into. You know, you either want a souvenir or you're just really like immersing yourself in the vibe and the culture, and you feel so attracted to what others are wearing here. So you go out and you buy the thing and you get home and you're like, when am I ever gonna wear this again? So when you are shopping, I think it's really important to figure out, again, the elements of style in clothing that you don't like. week. So this could mean taking a look at the pieces in your closet that you really, really love, see what's not there, and really put your blinders on when you're shopping. So for example, for me, I really love my neutrals. Whenever I buy a bright color, I either regret it or I've actually figured out like the very few bright colors that I really love. So I know exactly which ones I actually will wear. I've often said to shop with a list of things that you absolutely need and want, but it's kind of good to know the opposite. So that way, if you see it on the rack, you can immediately eliminate and you don't get blindsided by those things. For example, you know, if I'm looking at things that are classic, I talked about neutrals. I love my neutrals, so I tend to stay away from the bright colors, but also other things like my minimal element that I really love. This means I'll stay away from clothes or accessories that have too many details, too much hardware, too many frills, too many like extra elements that just take away from the garment. But that's just my personal opinion. But it really does help put the blinders on when I'm on vacation and not make those purchases that are so not me. Now that's not to say I wouldn't buy something that is completely out of my comfort zone. For example, the lilac vintage blouse that I bought is actually quite out of my comfort zone, but there are elements that I do still resonate with. So I think if you are gonna buy something that is a little bit of a risk, which is good, like we all need something fresh, we all need to take garment clothing risks in our life, right? So I would just make sure that the other elements of your 3 words are pretty strong. So if you're getting something in a color that is out of your comfort zone, make sure things like the silhouette is really on point, works with you. Things like the fabric is a fabric that you know how to wear, how to move in it, you know it's comfortable, you love it. And of course, other elements of design, whether it's like the tailoring or the proportions or things like that. So I would say if you are gonna go out and make a purchase that isn't exactly 100% you, make sure there's just the one element that is a little bit off. Another way to stave off impulse buys when you shop on vacation is to wait 24 hours if you can. I know this isn't always possible. Usually I would say try and wait a week or a month before you make a purchase, but I know on vacation we're often moving from place to place. We're not in places for very long, but if it's possible, take a breather, take at least 24 hours before you go and make the purchase. And if you're still thinking about it, if it's a real great souvenir for you, then you can go back. I find giving ourselves that pause is so important, especially these days when everything is like a knee-jerk reaction and it kind of forces us to consume in that way. Give yourself a pause, and I think you might make a more mindful decision that way. Finally, I've done this before. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I would often leave for vacation and be like, oh, I'm gonna find these shoes or this top that I really need when I get to my destination. And then you end up running around looking for something and then settling on something that isn't great because you actually need the thing. So I don't know if I'm the only one who does this, but always pack everything that you really need and that you really like. That way you're already so satisfied with what you've brought with you on vacation. You're not wasting time searching for things or shopping when you could be enjoying things like cocktails on a patio or like, I don't know, some really cool culture and nature and things like that. And also so that you don't end up settling on something that won't actually satisfy your need. So that is what I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any really good shopping on vacation tips. Leave them in the comments below, or if you've just got some good vacation stories. It's always nice to hear some good things. And do stay tuned for that next video that I will be doing about what I would wear in different cities. Don't forget to hit subscribe so that you don't miss it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, wonderful rest of your week, and I'll be back with another slow fashion video. Ciao!